What is up, guys? It is your boy Royal Mech, and today we are back again with another deck list. Like I said, we are going to start going back into doing some Vanguard content here, and so I thought, what better bet than to start getting ahead of the curve, right? For those of you who do play Vanguard and are subscribed to the channel, as you know, by January 19th, we'll get to go to a 50-card deck along with the ride deck for standard format. So, today I will be presenting you my 50-card deck list for Jeheva Stravairina deck. So, I put some thought into this. Honestly, for Stravairina, the deck really didn't need much. Those additional 4 slots honestly just help make this deck a little more consistent, right? So, like we all know, the ride deck will always be the same. Egg, Rena, Reno, and our big mama Jeheva, right? Always good, always going to be the standard for the ride deck. On to our grade 3s. Right? We play 3 copies of Jeheva, the 3 additional copies. You want the Persona ride, you want to be able to you want to get that extra draw. You want to be able to optimize on her turns, just making sure you can keep doing it. And that's really not much more you need to talk about. She does, being able to just pull pieces from the trash, it's just really good. Being able to stand an overdress unit is really strong. And now with the Stravairina support, her restand ability just means way more. Right? And speaking of Stravairina, and remember, this is the 50 card list. So I'm playing 4 copies of Stravairina. This boy is beefy, right? He is beefy. He takes 2 prayer dragons 2 or more prayer dragons to make. So that already starts him on a high note of being strong. But then he has the ability, while he is in the overdress state, when he's in the overdress state, him and Jeheva gain 10k. Jeheva gains triple drive, and then has this really fun ability. When it's restood by an ability outside of its own, counterblast 1 to restand all your talisman and prayer dragons. Virtually everybody else gets the party too. Now, it has a secondary ability where if this was made with 5 original dress, you get to clear your opponent's board of both their units and markers. Now, primarily that doesn't mean a lot unless you're playing against mass decks and their Dragon Tree markers. But that alone just makes this a 23 attacker, makes your Vanguard a 23 with triple drive. This just gets pressured, and it's really strong. Now, I did build this deck with the ability to do the 5 unit overdress, because it's not really hard to fit it. It's not hard to fit it in the 50 card count. But we are going into our 2s now. We do play 4 copies of Stravairina. This is one of your other really good pieces. Just helping the counter charge, getting that additional card in hand, the ability to just extend what you're doing is just really great. With Stravairina, this literally makes your entire turn free, virtually. No complaints. I will definitely be keeping it at 4. I don't see any reason to put it any bit lower in the deck. Next up, we play 3 copies of Stravairina. This Stravairina's effect, or primary reason, is just to help you reuse your Stravairinas primarily, so that you can get 1 back in hand after you've done everything. If it dies, so you can just bring back a Stravairina. It may be weaker than before, but it just helps. It just helps get you more pieces out. I have no regrets with this, so it's just really good. That 50 card space definitely helps make this deck stronger, right? And then last but not the second to last card, we play 4 copies of the new Prayer Dragon. Now this one has the ability on play, except from deck, you can Soul Blast 1 and discard a card to search your deck for a Prayer Dragon. Then it has the ability, when it is put in through original dress, it gives that card's dressed unit protection of being targeted by effect. So virtually you always want to have this with Stravairina on that first turn, so it can't just be immediately killed off the following turn. Really good. It also helps search your Prayer Dragons, which you still run a lot here. We want to be able to search those. Next up, we play Nandika. I play 1 copy. Alright? So it has the ability, when this card becomes an original dress, I Soul Blast 1, choose one of my cards with overdress, and it gets the... During the battle, this one attack, your opponent... This gives the guard restrict until end of turn. So, if... And you only run 1 copy, because this is primarily just to be searched through for the combo. But you primarily just have this here so you can search your pieces and then do the funny stuff. This is just part of the piece search, so you can put him in, gain the guard restriction for your Stravairina, and make him more of a threat. Now we're gonna go over into our grade 1s and our grade 0s. Real quick, we're gonna go ahead and play 4 copies of Illuramira. So 4 of our Mirror's Prayer Dragon. He is virtually here because he's a great searcher. When it's used as an original dress, you get to Soul Blast 1. Look at top 7 of your deck at 2 cards with Arena in the name. Choose one of those 2, put to trash, put the other in hand. Works really well with Mirror's Verena, but Stravairina as well, giving you just extension, right? But it's also Prayer Dragon, which means you get to unsuspend it. We play 1 Stragaglio. He's not as important as he used to be because we're not playing any base Verenas, so with just overdressing their ability, so he's not as big anymore. But he's still good because if you link it to him, you can help bring out another. If you use him as a part of your crossover, you can get another Trickstar from trash, and just keeps extending your play. Now we're going into the fun pieces. So first up, we play 1 copy of Jahaz. Now Jahaz has the ability on play, when played, counterblast 1, retire 1 of your rear guards. Then you get to call Blazings, right? Right? So you get to call all the other Blazing Boys. You at least get to call 2 Blazing Boys from this. Now, why that's important is because this helps generate that 5. So you could search him, you can play him to search the other pieces from the deck to call out. But then, if you sacrificed a crossed overdress unit, right, this allows you then to draw a card. So that card you discarded for another ability just comes back. Then last but not least, we play 1 copy of another part of our Blazing Dragons. This one has the ability of, when it chooses a original dress, you get to gain 2k DP to your Stravairina, or whoever is linked with this one, to then gain them 2k DP based on the level of your opponent's Digimon. Sorry, opponent's unit. We primarily do Digimon, but their opponent's Vanguard. So you gain power for opponent's Vanguard based by 2k when this is put into the original dress. Really strong. With Stravairina, that boy can get big, especially if you're playing against Dragon Tree by itself. If you're playing against the Dragon Tree deck itself, that just does nuts. So Next, we play 3 PGs. You know, got to keep your protections. 1 Elementaria, especially with all the triple drive going around. And then 4 copies. This is the only last normal unit in the deck. 4 copies of Trickstar. Trick Boy will always be in the deck. No problems here. You can, if you want to, replace Trickstar as the starter. Instead, to make space for another card in the main deck if you want to. I just like Trickstar as just the 4 of in the main deck. Now on to triggers. We play 8 crit. Wait, why are my cards? Sorry guys, my cards are all out of order. Let's see. Yeah, they're all in order. 2, 5, 6. No, because we should have. Sorry, here they are. 8 crit. So, we play 8 crit. 3 draw. 1 over trigger. And 4 heals. This is pretty much the generic trigger lineup for especially Jeheva, because she restands units, so you want to keep giving crit power. Make the game go as fast as possible, kill as fast as possible. I'm really enjoying the deck, especially playtesting at the 50 card limit. I really appreciate Bushy for actually doing that. And yeah, this has been the video for you guys who are Vanguard players. If you're enjoying that, I'm starting to bring Vanguard content back in. Let me know in the comments. I'll try. If you guys want to see fights again, let me know about that as well. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.